Okay, meat and potatoes time. This is when it all comes down. Okay, while you're, maybe going in between these videos and stuff, have you sort of started to look back, sort of digress, you know, actually go searching for the truths instead of trying to define them based on explanations over time, explanations of studied explanations of, those who study thought, man's thoughts, are confused. Like Megan in the office, just gone. And they're about to prove it, which we have to eventually talk about. But first of all, we got to unlock your minds a little bit here so you can sort of lessen the load of responsibility. Because you got to get past this thing where, okay, things are going to get better. Okay, it's nobody's fault, so no finger pointing. And the transition is going to take a while, so be patient. Listen, not awesome, boom, overnight. Absorbing knowledge takes time because, as Bob Proctor said years ago, I was watching a seminar of his, and he talked about the mind being a dish, a dirty soap dish or a dirty dish of some sort. And to make it pure again, you have to start pouring water into it. But it's going to take a long, long, long time to wash all that out, all that thought and all that reasoning in this case. So be patient. Don't expect just because I gave you the answers, all of a sudden you got it all figured out. Trust me, you got to live with this for a while. But you got to start. What it automatically does is starts to put wheels into motion. Okay, because rationale, knowledge, and the beautiful thing right now, guys, is I'm about to create a whole new industry for you. So you should just be in seventh heaven right now, going, can't wait to hear, because it does. Knowledge brings you in a totally different direction. You guys want to talk about the Industrial Revolution and its impact. The computer, that's just going to make you faster what you're about to do, which is what it was meant to do. I just want to make sure you have the time to do it. Like, I really think you guys should get into the Star Trek era. But unless you're not online, you're just going to be trying to reach through a balloon. And then it's going to be too late because you're not going to rationalize what you shouldn't be doing. Okay? And we're all going to get to this, but right now we got to figure out our true identity. Okay? And it's all there, guys. It's all there. Trust me. Everything just flows if you follow this blueprint. Okay? I never add anything when I'm talking to you. I just help you to understand them for the very first time. Okay? So now, we're going back again. We're already there, talking about the characteristics of that time. But now we're going back a little further. Okay? Sorry, atheists, but you support me in your own rationale. Okay? I understand your argument, okay, because there was an unrational understanding or disassociation with reality from what seemed like the church. Okay? So you're more like the studiers, actually, ironically, of me being third party God. Okay? Like, actually, science, environmentalists in particular, are the study of God. And you didn't like what they were saying against what you were seeing and studying and understanding. So to argue them, counter them, you created a connection, which you naturally, logically would. Okay, it's a natural step. Darwin, hey, whatever. But it was all done based on a falsehood to begin with, so therefore it was going to end up being the same thing. And you basically have already supported that, and I'm going to tell you exactly right now. You tried to connect to something that you could watch go back as far as you could imagine. And because you couldn't, you did the same thing that the church did when they couldn't create invisible gods. They made up magic. You did the same thing, but you called it an educated guess. And we can't connect directly to them, but we sort of be a descendant of, or associated with, an ancestor of. So you definitely already said you had and right there you suggest you have a definite beginning. So, come on, really? Got to get back online here. I'm going to help you right now. And you're going to like it because, again, it's just the truth, right? Big open space. We call it the universe. Okay? And just because we say something doesn't mean anything. And here's something else. Time only exists in this realm. Okay? Does not exist in God's realm. God is eternal. Eternity. What the fuck's he going to need a clock for? Really? So you got to realize that's something to do with our psyche and something we've created. And it's part of that division thing. We take eternity and we cut it up. And we think we're understanding it. Oh, no, we're just doing what we're doing. Creating our own path, as the story goes. Which is actually just the story of thought. Like, we had a relationship. You started naming things, i.e. thought, the development of thought, and you started walking away symbolically with thought. You started following your own path, mentally, thinking. You had a particular interest in Eve, and you blamed her for everything. See? It's all there. I didn't create anything. I'm just helping you understand it. Now, got a big open space. And in one place, big bright spot, beautiful place to live. Beautiful place to live. The story goes a lot of wild animals and big dinosaurs and so on and so forth. Excuse me. And then a meteor hits. Sends up a big dust cloud. Sometime after, man appears. Carrying the knowledge, he descended from the dust. Now, just like Sesame Street, one of these things just doesn't belong here. Now, we can change that. We can be better. And I'm not now getting into a dispute over PC and Mac, okay? I'm just using that as a scenario to get you to understand where you got to go and what you got to do. So, okay? No more association there. And I maybe shouldn't even brought it up, but I'm guaranteed somebody's going to start going, hey. But anyways. So, doesn't matter that we weren't from this planet. What matters is our future. Okay? Our future is essential. So now I'm going to do the final lock to your minds. When we arrived, boom, we're in a world in need. No thought, no wants. Okay? The imbalance to balance. Nope. Everything was good. Walking around the Garden of Eden. Like, had it all. Full domination. Great connection with an entity that's giving us information. Tracking along, and all of a sudden, boom, thought kicks in. Well, okay, guys. Imagine it now. You don't know anything. No memory. No knowledge, no nothing. All of a sudden, boom, you got a voice inside your head. Holy shit. Get a little scared. And that's when I, again, third party, said, you're a beast. Because I started acting really irrational. You were bad enough probably as it was. Now, boom. Now we got a whole different species here. And as the mind is, it reasons. It starts to immediately reason with the fear of itself. and it creates this thing called vanity. You are all right. Da 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 da. Centuries later, whew, vanity and fear are cocooned themselves over centuries, coming out the other end with no more answers than when going in. And our whole society is a definition of it. Walls with men are not necessary in a corporate world. Not. So, I'd rather suggest this. Okay? No eliminations. Purpose for all. Star Trek. Okay? Star Trek. Great idea. You're probably thinking about it already, but you're not going to achieve it because you can't create the balance. Because right now, you're looking at what you're looking for is me, God, the earth. That's what you're looking for. Hello. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm here. So I don't know why you're about to smash a bunch of things together. God particle, take a shovel. Look around you. What else do you see around here that has any life on it? Pretty special, eh? Probably for a reason. Everything has a reason. Everything has a purpose. It's just if you're at this crossroads, okay? Now, either I go one way, which is what I was designed to do, or I divert and go, for the first time, you could actually say, my own way. Now, one way has a limited addition to it. The other way, well, I can't tell you because I don't know. But you'd have to be peaceful when you do it. No getting impatient. Don't think that this generation is all of a sudden going to change. You got 5 generations, maybe 4, maybe 3. You got a lot of change, like a lot of mental comprehensions have to change. Now they can do it internally, so nobody has to leave the shop. They will just, a new generation of knowledge will come, and it will have its results. Right now, everything's focused on the youth, so this is the perfect time to take that energy and finally direct it. Right now, you're just hand-picking the best. Now you can create the best. Totally different results. Much more mind to work with. So cultivate it properly. Don't think with elimination. Want you, fuck the rest. No, come here. Just because this guy's in the front right now doesn't mean 1,000, 1,000,000 of you aren't going to beat him in the 10th year or in the 5th year, in the 4th year, or overnight. Just because I can see him doesn't mean he's the only guy there. Not good thinking if you're going to go for the masses. If you're dealing with the masses, think with the masses. Don't think singularly. The end result of what you're doing is singular. That's why 1% is standing up there and the rest are going, hey. And we wouldn't really give a shit as long as the respect was there. That comes down to it. Same with the women. I'm not trying to take the man out of the man. I just want to put some respect or understanding of respect so he can reflect it back on me. That's it. Okay? Nothing's got to change. The end result is just respect. But the beautiful thing, new industry, need minds. I'm teaching you how to cultivate them. Change your focus, change your direction. You'll find it. This all works really nice. And I got it all for you. Okay? Just don't get angry. Okay? It's nobody's fault. Not pointing any fingers. Just trying to help you understand yourselves. Okay? And it's my responsibility, and I can't dodge it. So I got to accept it. So now you can either, I'm hoping this is it. Like, I'm hoping the internet's going to be my tool. You know, last time, limited crowds, you know, and big pressure. Because they thought I was speaking against them. But yet I said, hey, whatever's yours is yours. Like, how much clearer can that be? Whatever is yours is yours. I give forth in abundance. I don't take. I don't eliminate and say, here's some more. No. This is your system. That's you. I'm not here to change your system. Okay? I don't care how it works. I just want you to understand yourselves. Okay? That's it. Don't come to me about industry and so on and so forth. I'm going to create a whole new industry, but don't expect me to understand the principles of it. That's big business. That's CEOs. That's those dudes. You go throw your faith in them. I'm just trying to push you on the platform. Platform to achieve what you want to do, or at least sort of take the shades off so you can see what's in front of you. Okay? And it's that thing again. Now you got to be. They will tell you one of the characteristics of all this mind block for so long is you don't want to wake up, because you get so accustomed to being shuffled that it just becomes, it's like being petted almost, and you don't want to stop, because all of a sudden you're going to respond. I'm telling you, you have to be mature through that responding, but you got to wake up. Okay? You got to see where you're driving. Okay, that's what you got to do right now. If any time is now, it's now to see where you're driving. Where are you driving? I'm here. You're going in the opposite direction. Whatever's in front of you is not a good idea. And I wouldn't take the turn. Okay? I'm here. What do you want to know? Okay? What do you want to know about yourself? Okay? Don't want nothing from you, not asking nothing. Just, okay? I'm me, you're you. You know, that's it. I have voice again. You want to hear it? Hear it. The naysayers, well, they've already got their answer for me. I want to tell you, I don't stand against anybody. You know, that which speaks to you isn't you. Okay, you are you living on the earth. There's a connection based on existence, evolution. Okay, and you are now about to evolve either past where you're going, like take the road. Okay? Which one? You know, it's up to you. One, we both win, or we both lose. Now, I don't feel like you guys do. And that, I just, well, it's not true. Like, I do. But God, Earth doesn't. So I get a double whammy all the time. Jeez. This job isn't something you'd want. You know, you wouldn't ask for this. You know. So either people are going to see as absolutely right or absolutely wrong. Okay? But whatever it is, it's yours. Do with it as you want. If you have some questions, I will answer them. I will do it in a forum format, so hopefully I don't have to do a lot of repetition. But these videos should actually really do most of them for you. But anyways, I was going to say God bless. Sounds kind of hypocritical almost, or two-dimensional, or I don't know how you actually measure that. Just trying to fathom. Always trying to fathom the human mind. And, I spent a lot of years doing this. Boy, it wasn't pretty. Always, everywhere I saw a contradiction. Like in every conversation. Everybody supporting themselves but thinking they're different. I'm going, holy jeez, you all sound the same. Like, how come you all sound the same to me but not to yourselves? And that's because you guys based everything on opinion. You see? The opinion of something is irrelevant to the something. So there's the earth. Now, your interpretation of it is irrelevant to it being what it is. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much you love it, how much you don't. Doesn't matter. It's irrelevant to its existence. So your opinions, although are yourselves, and create a part of a character that's different than everybody else, are not the truth. They're only how you follow or associate yourself with the truth. That came about by the need to take care of itself. And one of the things is that the long-term results of suppression is low self-esteem. To boost low self-esteem, everybody's strong, everybody has opinion, everybody has a voice, and it builds people up, and they start to be able to identify with themselves and produce themselves in a different aura. But it's not the truth. It's like politics. Right, left, whatever. It's all politics. Are you nuts? Jeez. Find a guy that you think can do a good job and put him there to do it. And don't point fingers. And stick with youth. They're not as tainted. If you really want to start change, okay? Wait a second. I can't say that. Because actually what I should say is find the guy that's doing a good job for you. In this country we have somebody. I believe in a lot of countries they have people. It's unfortunately the good politicians can't stay in power as long as the others. It's kind of funny, right? But that doesn't matter anymore. And I'm going to, anyways, probably edit all that out because it contradicts me. That's opinion. I should leave it in there. See, that's the difference between truth and opinion. Actually, it's nobody's fault, but yet I'm associating a story of the results of the wrong path, which leads to certain conclusions on this plane. But as soon as you reboot them, they become completely irrelevant. New path. Okay? New path. There's such a fine line between existences that people don't realize that they actually do cross, and that's always going to be the argument to sustain each one's crossing of the other. Everything has a truth. Everything is one, so you can always find a connection between things. They're the minority, but yet if talked about a lot and only, they become the majority. We don't have to worry about that anymore. No need to. New focus. No problem. I can deal with this. Everybody's smiling. That's good for business. That's good for everybody. Because every industry needs to focus on a new transition. And that's going to take a lot of mind power. Let's get to it. Simple. Aren't you loving this stuff? Well, I shouldn't say that because I was really frustrated for 40 some years of my life. Like, just couldn't communicate with people. Couldn't. What was teaching me and what I was getting from society, wow. No, can't see yourselves is all I could come up with. No, not looking at yourself right. Not seeing yourself. Once again, if you got any questions, before you get angry, help me to help you clarify things. Because there's going to be a lot of misinterpretations, because you're still going to be 99% of your rationale is going to still be based on the other platform. Because rebooting is going to have to sit with knowledge for a while, for a term before it turns back on. So you have a lot to absorb, and just when you hear this information, based on what mindset is going to be defining it, you're not going to really rationale properly what it says until you sit with it. And you're going to have an array of emotions and thoughts coming at you. So you have to be prepared for that. If you were to gain this information without any guidance, whoa, just can imagine what the end result would be. No good for anybody. So, reboot, don't get in a hurry. I'm just trying to emphasize this. Stress is not a good thing. Okay? You got to relax and realize that you finally have the answers. So waking up, you don't have to jump up. I'm not saying to snap out of your mind. But just add it into your dreams. Just, okay, something new to focus in on, something new to look at, something new to rationalize with, something new to think about. But I'm going to get up in the morning, go to work, do my thing. But I've got something now that helps me to understand how to get through the day. To understand that the world's all pretty stressed out now, and that's a huge result of suppression. The results of suppression are many. A lot of health and so on and so forth. Well, the pharmacies don't need to concentrate on keeping you weak. They make just as much money selling you stuff to make you strong. I don't... it's equal and opposite reaction. So if you're weighing in on this side's got just as much volume. And if you've been here for thousands of years on this side, guess how much growth is over here? Wow. Neat. There's so much opportunity. You haven't even been able to put your minds actually to it to even perceive it yet. Because you're just gaining some new knowledge that's going to lead you on that path. So you're like a new child now. Okay, but with a focus instead of bewilderment. An understanding instead of a clue. Such different identities, different existences. You have the most incredible potential. But the street is dead end. Turn around. Turn around. opinion. You do have one of your own.